What is up, guys? We are back with another banger video, and today we are got these cops out here being criminals. You know what I mean? They killing folks. They killing folks. And when I mean killing folks, I don't mean like, I mean like serial. Serial. You know what I mean? Like Al Gore, super serial, dude. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. See what they talking about. See what they talking about.
While cops are here to help and protect citizens, what happens when they're actually secret killers in disguise?
They're psychopaths.
And it is killers.
Here are 3 examples of when cops
Three
try
of
to
them.
get away with murder.
Three
Starting
of
with
them,
the
dude.
horrifying case of William Talley. On the 11th
William
of May
Talley, dude.
2019, police received a worrying phone call explaining that former police sergeant William Talley had been in an argument with his girlfriend, Kelly Levinson. At some point during the fight, he fired gunshots at her. William quickly left the scene, stealing Kelly's truck, but was worried he may have
They
done
stole
more
her truck.
damage than he realized.
So I don't know.
Damn.
anything Since then.
He's committing all kinds of crimes.
No, that's what I told him when I called. He told me that.
Lock him up, dude.
The police had to immediately treat this like a crime scene.
Better call
and
Trey
decided to
Taylor
search
Tractor
the
and
house
lock
to
him up,
ensure
dude.
Kelly's safety.
Lock him
There
up!
was one thing on the officers' minds, and they were all silently pleading that they wouldn't find her dead.
Dude, he's struggling to kick open that door. He's struggling, dude. Look at him. He's trying to with that axe. Barely does, dude.
Upon entering the house, evidence of some kind of physical altercation was scattered throughout. As they entered the kitchen, though, they would find Kelly's
What'd they
dead
find?
body lying on the ground.
What'd they find?
With all the evidence the police had, it wasn't difficult for them to determine their main suspect.
William,
But catching him
you're going to
was
jail, bud.
another matter. They knew
You're going
that
to jail,
William had
dude.
received both police and SWAT training, so he'd be difficult to catch. However, all of a sudden, police received a phone call informing them William had gotten into a car crash. The cops rushed to the hospital where they found their #1 suspect waiting for them, bruised and bloodied.
Dumbass. He's trying to run, dude.
Once William was discharged from the hospital, he was
They got
immediately
fucked
brought
up.
to an interrogation room where the investigation would truly begin.
Can I ask you about charges though? Yeah, right now you're charged with murder. You're charged with
Straight to the clink, dude.
Office.
You don't get to pass go. You don't get to collect 200. Yo ass going straight to jail.
Admission of crime. That's what we're hoping you can tell us. Maybe once we start talking about it a little bit, well,
William mentions 2 names here, Becky and Kelly. Of
Oh,
course,
shit.
we know Kelly to be his girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
But William
2
was
of 'em.
actually married to another woman named Rebecca Talley, who he'd been cheating on. William obviously appears dazed and confused, but whether this is just an act or not is another question. He'd spent multiple days in the hospital and was discharged after being medically cleared, so it's unlikely he'd still be this out of it. Regardless, it at least seems to be keeping him calm. At
Unless
least for
he-
now.
Unless he got them both.
we're gonna
He
get
got
to
them
that.
both,
That's
boys.
what we're hoping to get to.
No, I'm not talking until someone talks to me.
I can tell you who, if we can get started there. And it is killers.
No!
Do that.
No! No!
Tally, come on. Tally.
He's faking that shit, dude. You can clearly tell.
Billy.
No!
There's a small chance William really is this distraught over Kelly's death, but he was completely
not.
unaware
He's faking,
of what
dude.
he was doing at the time. So it seems more likely that he's actually just using this as a guise to vent and scream about how his life is pretty much finished and over a small argument with his mistress. He's also likely frustrated that he got caught so easily. Remember, this is a man with SWAT and police training. He knows how to evade the cops, but almost instantly after going on the run, his plans were shut down in an incredibly unpredictable way. William manages
That
to calm
karma.
down while the detective talks
That
to
karma
him,
got
but
him,
only
boys.
for a few short seconds.
Karma got his ass.
Here, let me give you some nasty.
He's flipping his shit.
Here, now.
Stop it.
Relax.
Bill, stop. It's all unnecessary, Bill. If you don't want to talk to us, that's fine, but let's not do this, okay?
Fine.
Okay? Just let's not do this.
Who else took already?
Right now you're hurting yourself.
Who the fuck are you, dude? The Hulk? Who else did I hurt? Did you turn big and green and shit and just go on a fucking spree?
Okay, well, what whispering do you hear?
No, tell me. Tell me.
What whispering do you hear?
Okay? There's no one else hurt.
The voices.
What you're watching is a
voices.
man who knows without a doubt that he's guilty, doing everything he can to try and find a way out. He's panicking,
Oh,
and
dude,
the
you're
cops were
cooked.
probably extremely relieved
You're
when
cooked,
William
bro.
finally asked for a lawyer and put an end to this dramatic interrogation. However, this obviously didn't help him at all, as the detectives already had all the evidence they needed to convict him, and William Talley was sentenced to life behind bars. Despite William being a local cop and even knowing some of the officers involved, this case was handled perfectly. A stark contrast to that of Matthew Boynton, whose case was so weird and corrupt that the cops ended up investigating a shooting that never even happened.
You know you can't give a sworn statement and lie on it. Why would you do that to Matthew?
On the 15th of April 2016, police found Jessica Boynton hidden in the closet of her home with a gunshot wound to the head and a police-issued firearm in her hand. The county sheriff reportedly ruled her dead at the scene, but there was a problem. Jessica was neither dead nor shot. After she was rushed to the hospital, the ER found no entrance wounds or bullets.
What?
Instead, they found evidence of a blunt force attack to the back of her head. This case is already incredibly confusing, but what's worse is that the
I'm
police's
confused
number
by
one
those statements.
suspect, Matthew Boynton, told cops that he received a text from Jessica saying she was about to commit suicide. After rushing home, he heard 2 gunshots coming from the house and called the police. Matthew was taken to the police station and interrogated, but was caught lying about a vital piece of evidence. This is where we join the detectives as they try to unwrap this baffling web of lies.
Do you recognize that bag? Yes, the bag that Jessica let me use to put all my gym stuff in when we used to be together. Okay, so when's the last time you saw that bag? It's been a long time. Like I said, when I used to work out at, there's 2 gyms in Thomaston. I don't remember the name of it. I used that one, and I had a gray Nike bag I used to work out in. So I interchanged my stuff like protein drinks, powder shakes like pre-workout, workout shorts, pants, shoes, whatever. I put it in that bag or my Nike bag.
Suspects who aren't telling the truth.
Yeah, that's what I was
or
about to say.
over-explaining
He's
as they feel
over-explaining
they
it,
have
dude.
something to prove to detectives. If they can give lots of information over, they think it'll convince the detective that they're not lying, as they couldn't possibly make all of that up. However, in actuality, suspects telling the truth will give a more instinctual, simplified answer to the question because they don't have to think about it as much. Bear that in mind as the interview continues.
So when's the last time you saw that bag? I mean, it's been a while. Like, I don't know an exact date. I don't know. I think my stepdad, he had it in the white trailer, and that's been a while. And
He had it in a white trailer.
Or anything. Put it in my storage thing at my house, which is like when you pull in the driveway. It's a little storage thing on the right. You open the door and it's got all my stuff in there.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking
yapping.
yapping.
That was tossed in there, but I
He
it's
done
got a
that
bunch
shit.
of
He's
my
yapping,
stuff, like a
dude.
brown tub. I used to
He's
keep
over-explaining like
all
motherfuckers.
stuff in it and
He's like, you know
stuff.
what? Maybe if I act all
Remember,
calm.
that answer was given
Go.
in response to the question, when was the last time you saw this bag? Something that could have been answered in a single sentence. The detectives already knew that Matthew was lying about this bag, as that's the whole reason he was brought to this second interrogation. But now they're 100% sure he's hiding something, and they're about to call him out on it.
All right, Matthew. Known you a long time. When y'all were in the process of moving, and you moved into the house that you're at now, your residence, did you or did you not see this bag?
Yes, sir. It was in my storage room in the garage.
Now, why would I be holding a picture of this bag?
I guess because Jessica brought it into you.
Why would Jessica have it if you had it at your house?
I don't know. I guess somebody got it from my garage or my shed.
Who would have got it?
There's a couple of people. I don't know
All right.
exactly who.
The bag was completely filled with female clothes. This is one photo of it. That's not yours.
No.
This whole thing might not seem like a big deal.
Yeah, I don't
but it's actually
understand.
the root of a much bigger problem. This
Especially-
bag,
I get it's
along
his,
with everything in it,
but especially-
belonged
I
to
don't know.
Jessica.
I
So
don't
when it was
know.
discovered in Matthew's possession after he told police that he'd handed all of her belongings over, it confirmed that he had been lying under oath. Again, a small issue at first, but now that the detectives know he's comfortable lying about this, they know that almost every piece of information he's given them could be completely untrue.
The bag was turned into us. We have possession of the bag. We have evidence that said it came out of your storage room. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
No, sir.
Do you believe
Lock me
that
up.
statement to be accurate and true?
Not now.
Did you believe it then?
No, sir.
Matthew has now essentially confessed to stealing the bag of Jessica's belongings and lying under oath.
Bless
There
me,
is
dude.
the question of
Bless
why he
me.
did this, but we haven't even gotten started on the assault.
Why'd
part
you
of the
lie,
case.
Matthew?
Why Jessica
'Cause I
was
was
found
nervous.
unconscious in their closet after allegedly texting Matthew she was going to shoot herself.
I was
As
nervous,
it turns
man.
out, though, the police would also never move on to that part of the case, and it remained completely unanswered. Matthew was charged with stealing and lying under oath, and after being placed on administrative leave, he resigned from the force, but went completely uncharged for whatever happened on the night of April 15th. Many people have been left
Well,
wondering
what
why
happened?
that may be, but the most obvious answer lies in police corruption, and the facts that the county sheriff just so happened to be Matthew's granddad, the same sheriff who lied by pronouncing Jessica dead at the scene. What's worse is that Jessica's head trauma left her without
dun, dun.
any memory of that night, so it's likely this case will remain unsolved forever. But people thought the same about the murder of Sherry Rasmussen, which lay unsolved for 23 years before new information revealed
Damn,
that the
that's a long
culprit was
time.
actually one of the police force's best
That's a long
detectives.
time, dude.
Now you're accusing me of this? Is that what you're saying?
After decades of investigations, DNA evidence revealed that Stephanie was very likely the culprit of a murder committed in 1986. Because of the high-stakes nature of the case, the detectives made sure to meticulously plan this interrogation.
She
Stephanie
looks
was
crazy.
a really successful detective
Look at them
herself,
eyes.
and she had recently
got
received
them crazy
recommendations
bitch
for her
eyes.
good work on a theft case. So the detectives used this, and
I know
brought
y'all
her
see
in
that.
under the guise that they needed help with a case.
I don't want to talk about this in the squadron because I don't know who people are listening. And if we go to my side, everybody's always wondering what everybody else is doing. Okay?
An interrogation room is a strange place for such a conversation to take place, so to put her mind at ease, detectives told her this was the place they'd least be likely to be overheard, as the case details were strictly confidential. Sherry Rasmussen's body had been found at her home after being shot 3 times. At the time, police suspected the murder was a result of a burglary gone wrong, but the case went cold when they couldn't identify the suspect. However, 23 years later, when revisiting the case, detectives found evidence that led them towards Stephanie, a girl who had been trapped in a love triangle with Sherry and her husband, John Rutten. So the detectives decided to bring up John's name to see how she'd react.
Were you guys friends, close friends?
Yeah, we're very close friends.
Yeah.
I mean, what's this all about?
It's a case we're working on. It involves John, and in there's notes and stuff that he knew you and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, we good friends. Lived in the dorms I lived in the dorms for 2 years.
Was there ever any relationship or anything that developed between you guys?
My cat's
I mean,
bugging around
they
now.
do,
I don't know if you'll hear it.
You know, I mean, what's this all about?
Well, it's relating to his wife.
Both the detectives and Stephanie have tried to seem as friendly and relaxed as possible around each other, but Stephanie is obviously starting to get very anxious at this point. Even though the detectives gave a somewhat believable
She getting
excuse,
nervous.
she is
Her
now
palms
in
are
an
sweaty.
interrogation room faced by 2 detectives being questioned about a girl.
I was
she
vomiting on a
supposedly
sweater
murdered
already.
20 years earlier.
Mom's spaghetti.
Her breathing has become faster, and her language is defensive. And
Oh, she getting
her
pissed?
movements have become more
She's getting
erratic.
pissed, dude.
And you're right.
I mean, if you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with, you know.
Look at her eyes, dude.
Okay?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look
So,
at her eyes, bro.
You know, if you're
She
if
looks
you're doing
crazy.
An interrogation, you're saying, "Hey, I'm a suspect." Well,
You took
now
somebody's
I've got
life,
problems,
dude.
You know,
You look like you need to be on
anything with
Prozac.
us? Is that what you're? Is that what you're
Jay
saying?
Z said it. Prozac, dude.
Obviously, you know about all the DNA stuff.
That's what she
to make sure
needs.
that, gets done.
Prozac.
Nowadays. If we asked you for a DNA swab, would you be willing to give us one?
Maybe. Because now,
Because
now I'm thinking I probably need to talk to a lawyer.
Stephanie chooses to
If
provide
he didn't do it,
DNA
just give him a DNA
evidence, hoping
swab.
her willingness to help out would ultimately prove her innocence. But
I mean, it would.
unfortunately for her, just 5 minutes later, the detectives
I
decided
mean, yeah, still go get your lawyer,
to put her in
but
cuffs. Months later, after a long and arduous trial,
dude,
a
DNA, I'd
decision
be
was
like,
made
hell
by
yeah,
the
dude, I
jury.
know I didn't do that shit.
In the above-entitled
If I
action,
didn't do
find
it.
defendant Stephanie Eileen Lazarus guilty of the crime of murder of Sherry Rasmussen.
Oh, you're cooked.
We further find the murder was of the
Crack
first
down that
degree.
After
fucking
hiding
hammer.
for 23 years,
That
Stephanie
fucking gavel,
Lazarus
dude, shit.
was finally found guilty.
Bam!
of murder,
Jail
and
time.
Sentenced to 27 years behind bars.
Dang.
If you enjoy
27
true crime
years.
videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to
That's
see
not
more.
bad. That's not bad. But yeah, dude, shout out Dr. Insanity for the true crime videos, dude. But yeah, dude, if you like the true crime reactions, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll be back with another banger. Dude.